Welcome folks, this is Callisto8413 and this is Nuclear War Map, Doomsday Simulations. And, well, it's kind of hard to explain what it is, but it's a website that allows people to see exactly what happens if a city or the United States is attacked by nuclear weapons or there's a nuclear war. Let's show you what a city looks like, okay? This is the city map. We haven't picked a city yet. I don't want Dallas. I want the city I'm next to. An important city. Yes. There you go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the largest bomb, but it's going to be an air explosion. So this is a large nuclear device exploded over Washington, D.C. The middlemost area is 100% death. The second outer ring is 100% injuries or death. And then outside that is a lot of injuries and death, but not 100%. Because this was an airburst, there's no fallout. Well, there is some fallout. The air has dust in it and particles and bugs and all that stuff. But most of the energy, is in the air. Probably power grid is knocked out. There's going to be fires. Anything. When a nuclear explosion happens, everything burns. Concrete burns. Everything burns, people. And being in Alexandria, I'm dead. I'm in the second ring there. So this is a very large blast. But let's take a tiny one. Let's take a small one. Let's take a small one. But make it a surface blast. And there it is. Smaller. I'm alive. But there's a lot of radioactivity, fallout, heading into other states there. There's still going to be fires. In fact, this was a ground burst, so there's a lot of fires, explosions. Georgetown's probably having gas explosions and everything else. And there's probably a firestorm. Both would cause firestorms. Nuclear bombs, missiles, explosions cause a lot of damage. Now, and as you can see, like I said, there's a lot of fallout. But fallout, depending on the explosion, could disappear within a few days. The spread might not be as bad if it's raining, or if it's a clear, windy day, it might go even farther. Now, what happens if we take this on a national scale? Well, that's what this one's about. A large-scale attack on the United States. Now, this is based on unclassified documentation, on nuclear targeting and open data, blah, blah, blah. Basically, they figured out what the Soviet Union is targeting. There are multiple plans, from a light exchange of a few dozen nuclear missiles to shooting everything. And they made this simulation a 2-hour attack. Primary attack, first wave destroys government military, followed by a broader second wave against population centers, secondary targets like chemical plants, power stations, stuff like that. Alright, so let's start it. Get ready to rumble. Here's the United States, and the first hits are in. New England's gonna get plastered, people. Oop, there goes Hawaii. Pearl Harbor's gone. A lot of ground bursts on the East Coast. Yeah. Oh, and a lot in the Midwest, too. A lot of silos out there. Key West got hit. Second wave's going to start coming in soon. Air burst in Michigan. Okay, now the second wave is going to be civilians. Should be happening any second now. And here comes the second wave. There it comes. Yep. When I lived in Massachusetts, I remembered that a lot of the business and science parks there were dealing with the Star Wars program. I remember actually seeing a model of one of the lasers they're developing, so I know Michigan, not Michigan, but Massachusetts is going to get hit. Obviously, you can see where I live is pretty much gone at this point. I mean, that red smear is the fallout from how much Northern Virginia gets just plastered, Maryland. I see Norfolk, which is naval, is being destroyed completely. Look at that. And it's about to end. Not too bad. Not too bad. A lot of empty spaces. Now, the website picked a medium attack. In other words, instead of like a few dozen nuclear missiles in a light exchange or everything being tossed in, it went for the middle, you know. It went for the average attack. The Soviet Union did believe that a nuclear war would slowly escalate, while the Americans figured that nukes would be used right off the bat. Mostly because they really didn't think that we'd be able to hold off the Warsaw Pact. There, I said it. I'm an American and I'm going to say it. The Americans didn't think they could win World War III without going completely nuclear, which means they didn't believe they could win World War III. There, you happy, Soviets? Well, you're not really happy because there's no longer any Soviets. But the fact was that I don't think Europe would have wanted to become a nuclear battleground. You know, we always picture America winning World War III for some obscure reason. But the fact is, the Soviets didn't want a nuclear war, and neither did the Europeans because they would have been in the middle of it. They would more likely have given up and told the Americans to bugger off. So, yeah, Americans are kind of insane when it comes to that. But wow, they did look at that red stain on the East Coast. Once again, like I said, this is the average. This is the medium war. Yet it did kill, what's the casualties? Oh, 184 million? Not including fallout victims, people who can't get their medicine because the whole infrastructure of the United States has collapsed. Morally, wounded people who die from preventable illnesses or infections because there's no way to get the medicine to them. Mexico is getting some of the radiation. Canada, I think, gets some radiation too. Let me check. I think there's something up here. Yeah. We have bases in Canada. Oh, Alaska. Oh, Anchorage. Oh, no, not Anchorage. Oh, I liked Anchorage. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I'm going to edit it so you don't have to see the zoom. Oh, yeah, I'm dead. Fallout 3 right there, folks. There would have been no vaults living through that. Why did they hit the national park? That just seems mean. Oh, well. Winchester survived. I like them. Lancaster County. The Amish survived. They could bring civilization back to mankind. Now, why would they hit Charleston? What's this? Why is there nothing there? If there's Cincinnati. Wow. They really plastered whatever that was, whatever that used to be. Ooh. So yeah, guys. This is nuclearwarmap.com. I'll put the address in down below. And if you were old enough to remember the Cold War, this is what would have happened. If you're not old enough to remember the Cold War, well, you don't have to worry about this. You have to worry about climate change. Have a great day!